Hey, my darling Aquarius. Welcome to your reading for January 19th through the 24th. Happy birthday to those of you having a birthday this week. We're going to see what's going on for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising in the week ahead. If you find this video later, then, just rest assured that you were led and guided to this video when you were ready to hear the messages or whenever there were messages for you. It is a general reading. Not every single message will resonate, but if you were led here, there is something in it for you. So let's go ahead and see what's going on for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, my darlings. Alrighty, we're going to kick it off here with your first card. And the first card we have coming in here is the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is taking action, seizing an opportunity. Going for it, right? Claiming something, seizing the day. I feel, Aquarius, that a lot of you are being offered something in the coming week or soon, sometime soon, that you're tempted to just kind of like not take, okay? Like if you've been looking for work or something, there might be something coming in and they're offering you something temporary or a temp job. And you might be like, yeah, no, I'm going to hold out for something permanent, right? I feel like the Ace of Wands is saying that, look, this opportunity, or it could be like a business proposition. It could be, if you're a freelancer, some kind of project. You might be tempted to just kind of say, you know what, I don't know if this is worth my time. I've got bigger things I'm focused on and wanting to make happen. And the Ace of Wands is like, look, you want to take advantage of this because it's going to grow. It's going to blossom. It's going to become something more. It's going to branch out. The leaves are going to grow. There's going to be more to this. So I feel like the message for you here is, don't be so quick to dismiss this. Don't be so quick to just kind of, snub it, right? Like just kind of like, turn your nose at it. So give this a chance. Give this a chance. It has room to expand, room to grow. For other ones of you, Aquarius, this is like you're tired of waiting for things to happen and you're taking action and you're pursuing things that you are passionate about. I even feel some of you might be going up to an employer and saying, hey, I would really like to learn more about this area of the business or this area of what we do here. I would really like to get trained in this area, or I would really like to, take on certain projects. Some of you may even be doing something like this. I feel here too that a lot of you are just in a more passionate energy, right? A little feistier, a little bit more forward, a little bit more direct, and you're getting involved in things that you are inspired by, that excite you. You're wanting to do things that are more exciting. Some of you might even be preparing to make changes in your life, to make room, or to set yourself up in a way where you're going to be able to have time for creative projects, things that you like to do. Your next card here, my dear Aquarius, and don't get sad here, don't get upset, is the Three of Swords. Okay? The Three of Swords lets us know that we are feeling a sense of sacrifice, like things that we've given up, and we're like, but why did I do that? What did I get out of it? Sometimes when like you do a lot for somebody, you feel like they betray you or they stab you in the back, they're not there for you, they let you down. The Three of Swords can indicate sadness and sacrifice, right? Like we feel we lost something, sorrow. And I know it's a scary card, and I've said this before, the way that I've seen Three of Swords come up and the time that I've been reading for a while now, it's usually, it can be very intense, but it's short-lived, right? I always liken it to like little kids running around on the playground. Like I used to teach preschool, little babies running around, and one would fall and hurt their knee, and they would just scream and cry like the end of the world. And it was real, it was legit. They were hurt, they were shook, they were like, needing attention, right? But you give them a band-aid, you give them an ice pack, you give them a hug, and 2 minutes later they're running around and they're a superhero again, they're a T-Rex again, whatever they were playing, they're right back into it. So even though it might be intense, It's happening for a short period of time. You bounce back really quickly. And this is another thing I've seen about the Three of Swords, guys. It doesn't surprise me that it's following the Ace of Wands, some new opportunity for you guys. One of the things I see a lot of the times that happens energetically is anytime we're about to embark on a new journey that's going to be successful, that's going to bring us into joy or abundance or love, and we're a loyal person and we have certain obligations and responsibilities, and we might have, friends and people that we're sacrificing for, Spirit will always show us who is not going to get to go along for the ride. Spirit will always show us who we're being loyal to that maybe is not being loyal to us, or maybe doesn't have our back. Okay, so I feel for some of you, you might even be sad that this new opportunity is coming in, and you might even feel like there's people around you that instead of celebrating and being happy for you, they're being negative about it, or they're discouraging you, or they're being jealous, or kind of, some of you I feel are even getting the silent treatment from somebody, which is like totally uncalled for. Like they're acting like you don't even exist. And so it might hurt and it might sting, but you're being shown like this person doesn't get to benefit from your success. When the success comes in, when the good things are happening, this person doesn't get to go along for the ride. So even though it hurts, the truth is being revealed so that you can move on and you don't get weighed down by that person's energy or by sacrificing for that person or situation, and you can have bigger and better things coming in. Your next card here, Aquarius, is the Justice card. Major Arcana. Talk about confirmation. Okay, now for those of you that watch my readings, you've heard me talk about the Major Arcana cards. The Major Arcana cards come in when we're at a significant crossroads, okay? When we're at a time when there's a lot shifting and changing, we're in a defining moment of our life. It's a new chapter. We're dealing with something directly linked to what we came here to experience, what we came here to master. Okay, very powerful energy. And so anytime we're at these big changes and shifts, our spiritual team is always around us. Okay, they have our back. They're helping us through those changes and shifts and transitions. So when we look at the Justice card, or I'm going to say this real quick, Major Arcana cards, this isn't only going to be for this week. When we see Major Arcana cards, this energy is going to be around for a while because you're coming into a new journey, you're coming into a new chapter. So what I'll say about the Justice card, right? This is air sign, it's Libra, right? You guys are not Libra, but you're an air sign. And there's the air sign dynamic here of like logic and reason and order. And the beautiful thing about the Justice card is that it's about basically being able to balance our heart and our mind. Okay, being able to bring these two things in harmony, where we're able to make compassionate decisions, but also very logical ones. Okay, so this is something that you're going to be able to really master here. Now, Aquarius, you guys were having messages over the summer. I believe it was over the summer. There was a lot coming in about the heart chakra opening up. The heart chakra opening up. You guys were like really in your feelings, some of you. And so the Justice card is telling me those of you that really had that cycle, that really intense heart chakra being in your feelings cycle in the past, you're finally in this place where you can bring the best of both worlds together, right? The intellectual, logical, air quality of Aquarius with the heart. Right, with the heart and with the soul, you're able to bring these together to make good, balanced, fair decisions. Decisiveness, being able to make decisions here. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra, okay? But I feel this is more the dynamic and the energy around you and the energy that you're coming into. So again, this could also indicate traditionally legal issues, prevailing in a legal situation. Some of you might be preparing to take someone to court. Now, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not an attorney. I'm not going to say that just because the Justice card came up in a general reading, that automatically means you're going to win your case. It means you might have a case, and with the proper proper help, the proper legal counsel, you may be able to prevail, right? But I can't give legal advice. But traditionally, that's one of the meanings here of the Justice card. So it might be a good idea to go talk to somebody. If you feel you have a case or you feel something was unfair, might be a good time to go check out with a professional and say, hey, what are my rights here? What can I do about this? Also here with the Justice card, it can be agreements, contracts, landing new agreements, signing new contracts. That Ace of Wands in the beginning, that little small endeavor may transfer over into the energy of this Justice card here, where there's a bigger contract, a bigger agreement coming out of it, okay? Your next card here, my darlings, is the Ten of Cups. What did I tell you about that Three of Swords? I told you it wasn't going to last long, right? And here we are immediately almost after here, a card in between, the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is happiness. Ten of Cups is joy. Ten of Cups is complete and total inner peace, having satisfaction in all areas of your life. Okay, now I know traditionally, because tarot is usually, we see on YouTube and we see a lot of the times people consult the tarot for love and romance. So Ten of Cups has this automatic association with marriage and having babies. And that can be the case for some of you, right? Some of you might be manifesting this. You might have this kind of relationship coming in, or bringing structure or order in an existing relationship. And that could be marriage and babies and, living together for some of you, right? Or, fur babies, maybe for those of you that don't want, people babies. But we look at the cards here outside of love and romance for the weekly. And then in February, love readings, we'll talk about love and romance in the February love readings. But in other ways that the Ten of Cups applies, like I said, it's that inner peace. It's satisfaction in all areas of your life. Not everybody wants to be married with babies. Not everybody wants the same thing. So whatever your bliss is, whatever your happiness is, this is coming in, okay? I do feel, and like I said, I'm not going to focus too much on love and romance in the weekly, but I'm just going to say this, Aquarius. I do feel for some of you, you're manifesting a harmonious blending of families, okay? Whether this is that you are, dating someone, you have kids, they have kids, and it's like harmoniously kind of blending. It's becoming like a nice little family unit. Or if you have kids and your friends have kids, you guys are coming together with a nice little arrangement between the two of you, where it's becoming a sense of family, or even friends, right? Friends that are becoming like family. I feel a sense of family with this card. You guys are manifesting a sense of family, a lot of you, okay? Your next card here, my darlings, is the King of Swords. We're all in that air sign energy, that air sign power, right? The positive benefits of being an air sign. And this is really what I love about the King of Swords, is that he is the master of negotiation. Okay, so I do feel a lot of you have an opportunity coming in this week that's coming in with a contract, like a full-on legal contract, or something of like permanence, like something very, very significant. And so the King of Swords is saying there is a chance here to negotiate. There's a chance here maybe to ask for more, right? So the King of Swords can also mean that it's a good time to consult an attorney. It's a good time to talk to a lawyer, okay? Because you might have some agreements that you're coming into, some transactions that you're coming into. Maybe some of you are getting married. It might be a good idea to look into getting a prenup for some of you. These kinds of things. Or maybe somebody's asking you to sign a prenup. Might be a good time for you to talk to a lawyer and say, hey, what's fair here? What's right? What are my rights in this situation? Right? How can this be fair? And the best thing about the King of Swords is this is a win-win situation. He's going to find the win-win situation. Okay? Those of you who are coming into an opportunity where you're going to be able to supervise others or take on employees or hire employees for a business, this is going to be about being a master of communication. Okay? With the King of Swords, he's really talented at figuring out how to get people to do what he wants, by figuring out what's in it for them, right? What's the win-win? Here's how this is going to benefit you, right? And this, so now we can all work together and move ahead and make things happen and be productive. So some of you might even be strengthening your communication skills, especially your negotiating skills. I feel some of you might even be landing some kind of meeting where you're pitching an idea, you're pitching something, and then you're having to negotiate the terms fairly quickly, maybe far more quickly than you had anticipated. You know, you thought you were just going to go in and pitch something and wait to hear back, and they might be like, okay, well, how much do you want for this? What's it going to cost, right? Oh, I hadn't thought of it. So go in prepared. Go in prepared. All right, my darlings. Be sure to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks this might resonate with you more than others. Might add a little bit more personal information based on your planetary placements. I know a lot of you have been asking about the private readings. Yes, I'm doing private readings again. The link is in the description, calendly.com/amethystangelite. Those of you who've been asking about what the heck happened, right? I disappeared, I came back. What was the whole thing about the cards? The podcast domain is up. I finally got the domain registered. I'm going to post in the next couple of days the first podcast where I'm going to be answering a lot of the questions you guys are asking me about what happened. And I will post that in the community tab of the YouTube channel. So keep an eye out for that. In the future, every time there's a new podcast, I will link the link to that in the description of the videos. But answers are coming. They're coming. And the podcast moving forward will go deeper into the more spiritual things. You know, my journey, what's worked for me, a lot of the common questions I get, answers to common questions. And there'll be like guests and stuff from time to time. We'll figure it out, my dear. We'll see how it all transpires. But I thank you guys for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful week, Aquarius. Happy birthday.